What's up, bros? Welcome to the podcast. I hope you enjoy this episode's coming up. It's quite the rant. It's a little real talk, but hope you enjoy, man. All right. So this podcast is going to be a little different than the last ones. We're going to get super raw, super real. We talk about my past a little bit. Some ain't going to like it. I don't really give a fuck. It's my podcast. I do what the fuck I want. That's the whole point, right? So, I guess, depending on how you look at it or who you talk to, I'm an ex-addict, in my opinion. Some people say that I'm still an addict. There's a lot of people that say, once you're an addict, you're always an addict. That's fine for those people. I'm done with that life. I'm out. That is what it is, you know. It's been 10 years now since I've touched any drugs. Now, I am a recreational? No, I'm a medicinal cannabis user. I use it on the regular. So we're going to get into that later. I don't consider cannabis a drug. I was raised on a family of addicts. Bridgeses were well-known alcoholics. We're well-known. We're well-known. We're just well-known for getting into stuff. We're not messing around when we get in. We get in, we're getting in all the way. And apparently drugs and alcohol are part of that getting in. You know what I mean? So we're not messing around. So that's the way it was. But my drug of choice was Percocets. Percocets were great. Oh my God. If you never had a Percocet, don't start. But they were great. They were my drug of choice. If I had $80 worth of Percocets over $80 worth of Coke, I'm taking $80 worth of Percocets any day of the week. That's just the way it is. It's you're going to get more fucked up. You're going to get more bang for your buck. But no more. Done. It's 3 years. I think every day of my life, man. Like, oh my God, it consumes a person. You can't escape. If I didn't have, I was snorting them. I was a big snorter. Like I said, I go hard. So, I'm snorting them. I'm not popping them. You get hit it faster if you're snorting them. So that's the way it is. So, if I didn't have even a half a pill to snort the next morning, I'd get halfway up the stairs and I'm not making it work, man. Like it feels like you were hit by a truck. Every hair follicle, every bone, every skin cell creeps and crawls. And it hurts, man. It hurts so bad. You're not on pain pills. Ugh, it hurts. So you go back to bed and you wait for the drug dealer. And then the vicious cycle continues. That's pretty much how I cleaned myself up, is I had enough. And I slept. I endured the torture for 3-4 days of laying in bed, sweats, bones, feeling like it's like they're breaking almost. It's like you can feel every pain. It's too much. A lot of people say, how'd you do it, man? How'd you get through it? You're such a brave individual. You quit that drugs. I don't know, man, if it's brave or not. I don't know. I'm just not going through that goddamn pain. No more. Never. Never. Never again. Never. And Coke was never a real big thing, man. It was around. It's like, it was just a party drug, I guess. I don't know. I was never into it a whole lot. I did a whole lot. A whole lot. Like, more than most few people's lives I've done. Jesus Christ, man. We had one individual that hung around the house. The house was a haven for all sorts of people, creatures, individuals. We were a haven for the downtrodden, the people that society kicked away. So we brought them in, and the drugs. Oh my God, the drugs were plentiful. And there was this one individual, Boo. Goddamn Boo Boo Bear, man. What a sweetheart. This guy, unfortunately, got in a car accident. A very brutal car accident. I'm not sure if it's drink and drive. No, I'm not sure. But PEI, probably. You know what I mean? This guy got in such a brutal car accident, he lost the use of one of his arms from the elbow down. I believe it was the left. I could be wrong. Anyway, he got a huge settlement. I think after lawyer fees and shit, it was like $110,000. You don't give poor people that much money because we're just gonna waste it. I think he bought a cheap Toyota and the rest went to coke. That's the way it was. He hung around the house. I'm not going to say we used the individual. The individual loved my company. I wouldn't search the individual out. He shared his coke. I shared mine. But he absolutely bought way more than I did. He was buying ounces at a time. And, man, just going through. So coke was never a thing though. Even during all that, that's when I just stopped. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just spending a little too much money. And that was it. Even though I could have had fucking ounces driven to me, I just didn't. It just wasn't what I was into, man. It was just the perks was what I was into and the coke wasn't. Even when I did coke, it was like a year after I quit perks. Stupid me. And I was like, you know what, man? I can do coke. Coke I was never addicted to. It's just perks. It's not a big deal. You're dumb. But anyway, it wasn't that big of a deal. I shouldn't have done it. You know, coke leads to a little bit of crack. Crack leads to, actually crack that was it. It was just more coke. But I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. Perks was the big thing, man. Like, going around these places, man, PEI is a haven of opiates. It's a crisis there, man. My whole family, I think, was involved. My mother, God bless her. She hasn't done anything. She doesn't drink. She doesn't smoke. She's never touched the pills. She used to smoke cigarettes. She doesn't anymore since she had a heart attack a few years ago. So thank fuck. But yeah, man, these perks, man, you run around these drug dealers. It's PEI. It's brutal, man. I seen 12-year-olds shooting up. Needles, man. Needles. In their fucking arms. Like, insane, man. Insane. We had this one gentleman. Oh my God. I'm not even going to mention his name. It's just such a brutal story. He was hanging around my brother. And this is how bad they're shooting up, like you're shooting up the opiates now. We're not shooting heroin. We're not that rich. We're just taking perks, opiates, the stronger, the ingredient, and you're shooting it. So these guys are taking it. When you run out of veins in your arms and you break this stupid thing so many times, you go for your toes, you go for your nutsack, you go for whatever's available. This gentleman thought it was cool, and he's going to shoot it right into his fucking neck. And he's sitting there with everyone around, and he's shooting into his fucking neck. I don't know if you know, the neck, that artery, it's pretty fucking important, and it's under a lot of pressure. So you absolutely get drugs in there, but as soon as you pull out, there's blood flying everywhere, man. This guy's got hep C. This is PEI living. You know what I mean? This is what I came up through. This is what I came through. And, I'm still making it. People going on questioning my sobriety, I guess. I don't know. I don't care what you question. I just want to tell my story after this. You can question whatever you want. I don't care. The drugs took a pretty big hold. And I got clean, like I said. And there's a point in my life that happened that if I can make it through that, there is not one thing that would ever make me go back to drugs. Nothing. And that was the passing of my brother. 2008. My brother, over drugs, committed suicide. Got in a fight with his woman and went downstairs with, I guess, I'll fucking fix her attitude. And, yeah, man. I guess it's going to scare her. I guess. I don't know, man. Drunk. He's on these, it was new to the town, the hydromorphs. It was basically the step up from the Percocets. And way more stronger. And apparently when you didn't have them, you were pretty much depressed. You were suicidal. So you mix that with a little bit of coke, I guess, as well. Alcohol. Recipe for a hanging. And that's what happened. And yeah, man. If I can make it through that, not touch a drug, pretty fucking good, I think. Pretty good. You know what I mean? So I have no worries about the coke. I have no worries about the pills. My girlfriend currently is on pain pills, and she was worried that she might have to step up to the Percocets or the opiate family. No concerns. There's no, it's not, that's why I say ex-addict. Addicts have to worry that they might slip. They do meetings. I never have to worry. Never have to worry, man. And yeah, that's kind of, and then it kind of leads me to the friggin' cannabis. A lot of people now are turning to cannabis to help with the opiates, and I'm absolutely all for that. If you're an NA member and you think cannabis is just a drug and you're on opiates for back pain, then you're a piece of shit. Cannabis is absolutely not just a drug. It is absolutely also a medicine. Hey man, anything can be abused. Don't get me wrong. But it absolutely can help. Don't discriminate it because you heard before it was a drug and this and that and your parents said this and you're probably allergic and stupid shit. No. Do your education, figure it out, man. I smoked weed for many years back in the day. It had no purpose whatsoever. I just did it to get high. You know what I mean? I was with the boys and I just did it to get high. And now even then, when I quit that too, I was like, you know what? I didn't know what I was doing or why I was doing. I was just smoking to get high. And I quit. I was in the backseat of my buddy's car. And he was obviously someone else was in the front seat. I didn't just sit in the fucking back seat. I'm not fucking that weird. Come on, figure it out. So someone's in the front seat, I'm in the back, and they're passing it around, filling up, I think it was a pipe. And man, it just fucking passed it back to me. And I was like, I'm just done. What do you mean you're done? I'm fucking done, man. I'm bored. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I was like, I'm just bored. But I didn't know that weed could have a purpose. You know what I mean? It actually can. It can intensify your focus. It can help with pain. It can help with losing weight. Recently, with no change to diet whatsoever, just included weed to suppress snacking and basically just raise my metabolism. I lost 45 pounds. So, yeah. It works. You know what I mean? It's a plant-based medicine. You know what I mean? So figure it out. Try it out, man. It's helped me with, I have social anxiety is my biggest thing. I don't think I'd be able to do this without weed. You know what I mean? What happens with me is even on a work site, for example, I could be best friends. I'm a usual, I get around, I'm social butterfly. But more so a social fucking caterpillar, man. Like I crawl around, I get along with a lot of guys, but with the social anxiety, I could see a guy coming and just something hits and I just can't be around, and it could be my best buddy in the whole wide world. And I gotta jet. I gotta take a different exit. I could see him come right at me. And he's like, all excited. We're going to chit chat. And I got to go this way. I can't talk to you. And weeds help with that immensely. Like I can talk with other people. I can fucking deal. I can't be obviously medicated 100%. I do have to work my day to day, but through means of, just having edibles and oils in my system, I do have small amounts of THC through my system at all times, I imagine, and definitely helps. So, you know what I mean? It's like the best goddamn coffee in the world. You know, when it picks you up when you need it, or mellows you out when you need it. It figures you all out on its own. Same with a good cup of coffee, man. Or some people, fucking cancer sticks. Grow up. Smoke some weed, man. Change it out. It's better for you, man. There's like 7,000 chemicals in cigarettes, and each one of them are going to kill you. And there's like, 70 medicinal benefits known and well researched in cannabis. Grow the fuck up, man. Smoke your weed. Come on, man. It's intense at first. I get it. It's how I describe it as, especially nowadays, man. If Willie started fucking smoking now versus back in the day, he'd probably drop his joint, man. It's pretty potent. How I describe it is it's like a fucking hurricane. It's like a hurricane, man. It's everything. Your mind's racing. It's going hard. A lot. I can handle it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But some people can't handle it. But that's what it is. It's going. And you're inside there and you're running. Your mind's racing and you're not sure. And it's like the focus is off. But you got to get through. You got to get to the eye of the storm, bro. That's where it is. That's where the laser focus comes in. Or as I like to say to another buddy, it's like your superpowers coming in for the first time. Everything's ringing. You hear all people's thoughts. Everything's going. But then once you fully focus it, laser focus. It's on all the time. Bodybuilders will use it. Mind-muscle connection is intensified. Those fuckers will grow with the mind-muscle. Yeah. I'm actually having a lady on this week. She's going to talk to us. She hasn't experimented with the weed, but I still want to talk to her and see what she thinks and if other people she's known has tried it as well and see what they think. We'll go from there. But yeah, man, weed the best. Like, stay the fuck off the drugs. Don't question me about mine. And just keep living your life, man. That's it. It was a little dark, that one, but I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little different. Hope you learned a little something about me. Just make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Bagged Milk Podcast, the Instagram and Facebook, also Bagged Milk Podcast. Oh, I'm blowing up here. Fans, must be fans. So yeah. Like everything, subscribe, hit the alert button on the YouTubes. I'm going to try to do these regular, at least something. I'm doing motivational quotes and inspirational stuff on the Instagram. I'm putting up pictures and stuff. So stay tuned, big things coming.